Hey guys, how's it going? Phil here. Phil does that. Hopefully everything's working. It's been a minute. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Uh, I'm I'm tired, pretty beat up. Uh, this past weekend was the 20th anniversary of the terrorist attacks on the Trade Center, and everybody's been sharing what they were doing at that moment. When the news came across, about the planes hitting the tower and how our lives had changed. And I was in Schweinfurt, Germany. The I want to say I was out at the EIB site, and they sent out the 5 ton to come get us, and they were like, "Hey, everybody, load up." And I was like, "Well, I thought we were doing land nav." And they were like, "Nah, bring it back in." And I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be 100% whiz quiz." You know, who's coming up hot? That's all I could think about. Was somebody, there was a drug use rumor, or somebody was drinking and they had to do breathalyzers or whatever. But so like nothing stopped CIV training, you know. And got back to the barracks, and they're sitting there with the news on, and it was unbelievable. Um, Everything kind of stopped right there, and we put the base on lockdown. I was trying to get in touch with my family. My brother-in-law worked at the Pentagon at the time, but he wasn't there. But I didn't know that. You know, uh, just a period of uncertainty and long days of pulling guard. But how that dramatically changed every aspect of our life afterwards. We used to have an open base where you could come and go, and now everything's locked down. You used to be able to fly and uh, carry bottles of German beer with you and all that other stuff. You can't. The Everything's changed. Everything, from the TSA to the mail to everyday life has changed, and you gotta think about all the innocent people, and then the people that fought back on the planes, and then the first responders there at the towers, and uh, that really impacts me. It really does impact me, and the death toll, the casualties, the suffering. Like even today, I'm sure there's people suffering from those after effects. So it was kind of a hard weekend, thinking about that, and then like how many times have I deployed because of that? You know, uh, Combat was a uncertainty up until that moment, and then at that moment it was like, yeah, for sure, we're going to get deployed. You know, um, people talk about like how America came together in unity over that, and I don't know. I was in Germany, and I I was like, well, I'm here with my team, and this is this is what happens here, and the German community supported us and brought out like you know memorial stuff and put up on the walls. There was like teddy bears and everything, and we're sitting there at the gates with loaded Bradleys and gunners on the roofs, and we were constantly walking around. I was sleeping on a desk. It sucked, but nothing compared to what other people experienced. But this weekend, 20 years, man, it's hard to believe. Um, but Loralyn and I uh, went to a GORUCK event, and if y'all don't know about GORUCK, check it out. It's pretty awesome. Um, and the event, bro, I don't even know how to explain this. Y'all are probably wondering like, what's snot bubbles? What do you mean by snot bubbles, Phil? Roger Sparks. He was our cadre for the 9/11 basic, and I don't know about the tough. The tough was before the basic, and we didn't do the tough. We just signed up for the basic, being our first event. But thankful. Um, if y'all don't know who Roger Sparks is, check out Warrior Creed, and also look him up on the internet. Man, the guy's incredible. Um, I got to meet him. I paid him to absolutely try and separate my soul from my body this weekend through physical pain and endurance. Uh, so I don't know the guy, but from what I saw of the man, he seems to be very, very, very personable and full of heart, like a heart this big around. And if you read his book, or you read the citation on his awards, and you can tell the guy's like he's got a heart like this big. Not to mention he's like 20 foot tall. When people say they met somebody larger than life, the only guy I've ever like met before Roger Sparks that like kind of like whoa was it Odierno, General Odierno. I still remember getting a coin from that guy, and he's like, "Little man," Jeez. His hands were bigger than my chest. I want to say, I mean, he's just bigger than life. But when we got to the event, we're downloading all these coupons. Their sandbags and our rucksacks and the equipment, and I made a flagpole with a pitchfork on the end of it so I could stick it in the dirt. We got the colors with us, and he comes walking out, or he gets out of his rental car. He's like, "Hey, let's get all these coupons out and get them laid out." And I was like, "Cool," and like there's a couple other GORUCK tribe guys there, and or GRTs, and or contestants for this miserable misery fest that's getting ready to that we're getting ready to partake upon. And just right off, you could tell the guy was like super chill, super laid back, um, and very, very, very approachable. And he was talking to us as we were unloading and getting stuff set out and straightening everything out. And he's like, "Yeah, the guys that came out for the tough last night, they really stuck through it, and I'm super proud of them." And in the back of my mind, I was like, "Bro, I've been in the infantry for 20 years. I've EIB, CIB. I've been there, done that. Manga dies and all the other super squad competitions, spur rides, whatnot. All the silly stuff. It's not silly. It builds esprit de corps and teams and unit cohesion, and it also gives you uh, a sense of community. And I'm touching on this. I'm just barely touching on this. I can't really dive into it. I can't really delve into it. But Roger, I can't quote the guy exactly. I mean, my brain shattered. I got like everything going on. But it was like growth starts with suffering and snot bubbles, and that just kind of I was like snot bubbles. Like this guy is going to like seriously break us off so bad that I'm gonna be crying and have snot bubbles. I seriously doubt it. That's what I was saying in my head, but it built up it built up that what you call it, trepidation in my mind. You know, I was like, oh man, what did I get into? You know, why am I paying all this money to attend a good old style smoke session complete with shark attack and welcome party and all this other stuff, you know? But the way Roger conducted everything, um, you know, it was all about, or should I say, Cadre Sparks. I don't know the man good enough. I don't know him good enough to call him Roger, right? Uh, Cadre Sparks conducted the whole uh, the event. Uh, I wanted to cry all the way through the thing, you know, and it wasn't from. I mean, yeah, part of it was from pain, but all the emotions that he was conveying uh, to us as we were doing the exercises, and you know, it wasn't all a sufferfest. It was a big learning experience as well. And you know, during the whole lineup, Loralyn got pushed up front, and I was pushed towards the back. You know, so we weren't like over there looking at each other. You know, hey, you got this, you got this. You know, I was around complete strangers, and somehow we all came together and formed a team, and it was a very awesome experience, very humbling experience, and I got the message that growth starts when we are really uncomfortable. Either we come together as a team, we come together as a unit, we come together as partners, we come together through grief, agony, suffering, and that's when your true strength really shows through, not as an individual, but as part of a collective, as a part of your community. And um, it sucked. Like the event sucked, but it was also super enlightening, and I loved every second of it. Right now, my legs are burning. Like we went to CrossFit class this morning, and I was like, empty bar. I'm gonna try and do something. Good luck. You know, I'm supposed to run 15 miles tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's possible. Starting off with like overhead ruck thrusters, squat lunges, bear crawls. Bro, it's just brutal. But it was a very profound experience, and you know, just being able to look over and see Loralyn, you know, this freaking awesome woman, my wife, you know, it was like a major part of my life. She is my life. Like over there, like suffering with me and doing her very best. Um, you know, she carrying her weight as part of the team. And it wasn't like she was like, "Well, I'm not don't carry that." You know, I don't need to carry that. She was like jumping on it and in it, and you know, it made me feel amazing. I felt amazing from it. So um, that's what snot bubbles. You know, if you're in the midst of this really hard time or this really hard event or this really hard cycle in your life, and you got nothing but pain and snot bubbles, you're learning something and you're going to grow from that event. And yeah, it sucks. It does. But there's people around you to help. There are people out there willing to help you carry that load. They're out there willing to help pick up and shoulder that 120 sandbag. If you can't if you can't find anybody, call on me. Call on somebody. There is somebody out there more than willing to carry that 120 for you. If you need help, if you're suffering, if you got snot bubbles covering your face and you're in pain and agony, we're all part of the same team. We're all part of the same tribe. And I'm not talking about just Go Ruckers. I'm talking about my peeps watching this, my fellow veterans, my friends, my family. You don't have to shoulder that weight alone. Okay? And if there's not a human there that you trust or you want to talk to, there's always God. You can rely on Jesus. And that's coming straight from me, from my heart. Um, I know 9/11 was a significant event, and I'm not trying to uh, detract from all the sacrifices and all the changes that we've been through, all the pain that we felt. Right now it's like it's politically and racially and religiously divided we are as a country, as a world. We gotta we gotta come together. We gotta help each other. We gotta carry each other's weights. We can't do this alone. Um, yeah, that's about it. That's about it. What's up, Ledbetter? How you doing, brother? Um, Otherwise, everything is going pretty fantastic, and I'm trying to think if there's something that I've skipped over. Oh, Benghazi. Let's not forget about those guys. Let's not forget about their sacrifice as well. And oh, Soulfly. Soulfly is playing tonight at Zydeco, and a friend is hooking me up to go see Soulfly tonight. So I'm gonna be zombie walking at the Soulfly show tonight at Zydeco because I can't walk normally. I was asking Loralyn, I was like, the zombies skip leg day, and then they do uh, some deep knee benders and some squat thrust and overhead lunges and everything else, and then that's why they walk. So I'm feeling like I'm walking like a zombie. Thank you, Cadre Sparks. Thank you, GORUCK, for that wonderful event and learning experience. Thank you to my wonderful wife, Loralyn, for talking me into doing all this ridiculous stuff. I love it, and I love you. So, uh, yes, yes, Mark, we do need to talk, man. I miss you, brother. Uh, my challenge this week for you is to don't don't become comfortable carrying your own load, because if you're comfortable, somebody else is out there suffering. Somebody else is out there sucking. If you're comfortable, you're not pulling all the weight that you can. Stay constantly searching for something extra. So this week, reach out, see if you can help take the load off of somebody. See if you can help carry their weight. I think the GORUCK thing is seek pain. I was like, wow, that's a pretty profound statement. Seek pain. I didn't really understand it until we're walking back, and I got like this 120-pound sandbag on my shoulders, along with my rucksack and my already wobbly legs from doing squats. And it was like, if you're comfortable, if you're okay walking right now, somebody else is suffering. Seek pain. Look to your right, look to your left. See who needs some help. Find it. find that source of pain. Find those snot bubbles that's going to trigger the growth. That lactic acid is going to flush out, and new muscle tissue is going to be built. And I'll be quadzilla before you know it. So you guys go out, have an awesome week, and thanks for tuning in and watching this. Share it, like it, subscribe on YouTube. I don't even think anybody's watching YouTube, but it's up there, guys. Y'all be safe. Have a great week. Brother Ray, get home safe, man, so I could sleep. I haven't been sleeping lately. Be safe, man. I love you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Seek pain. Get out there. Help a buddy. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye.